Hello everyone, Rohit here again. Today I wanted to talk to you about what is the biggest obstacle to growing your business. And while you may think it's lack of sales, it's lack of a good team, it's a problem with our supply chain, it's bad customers, etc., etc. It could be financing and all of these things. I'd argue that actually the problem can often be closer to home. And in fact, you may be looking at that problem in the mirror first thing in the morning and last thing at night. I know that you wouldn't be doing this consciously, but we find so many people, and so many people I work with, are so occupied with the day-to-day that they can't possibly think of anything beyond the immediate task at hand. So therefore, how does someone look at the opportunities for the future? How does someone plan and take time out away from that day-to-day to focus on the more strategic angles, to focus on a new product range, a new client line, to find new suppliers, to make their internal processes and systems more efficient? So my question to you today is, what are you doing to stop your business from growing? And what can you do to prevent that from really taking a negative impact? And there are a few things you should start thinking about. First of all, if you have a team around you, can you start looking at what skill sets they have and whether they'll be able to pick up some of your burden? I know so many CEOs and leaders who are continuously doing the day-to-day admin, procurement, financing, invoicing, etc., when they have a team around them who are more than capable of doing it. And sure, it may take longer for that person or for those people to pick up that task, and it possibly they won't do it as well as you. I get that as well. But actually, you need to start thinking about the time value of money and the value of your time. You can't expect somebody within your team to be making strategic decisions when you don't have the capacity yourself to be doing that. And if that's their role, then you need to let them know. So the first thing I would do is go through your to-do list, your task list, and single out what is it that you're doing on a day-to-day basis, on a week-by-week basis. What are the things that you enjoy and what are the things that you actually add value to? And what are the rest of the things that you do, which are mainly task-driven? Things that just are recurring on a monthly basis or a fortnightly basis or whatever. It could be submitting payroll, for example. It could be banking checks. It could be reconciling the bank account. All of these kind of things. We need to start thinking beyond what we do today and what constraints we've put on ourselves from before to start thinking for the new future and what that new future is going to look like. Because if we can't affect change within ourselves, how are we expecting to make change within our business? So that's the first thing I would do, is I would look at what it is you've got to do, and I would start looking through and who you can start delegating to. Accept the fact that things might take a little bit longer. Accept the fact that they may not do it as well as you, but over time they will learn, and maybe they won't do it as quick as you. But actually, does that matter? Because actually, half an hour of your time compared to half an hour of a junior person in your business, the value to your business is poles apart. And you'll know that, and you'll accept that. Think about as well, what is it that you need to focus on? What is that main priority within the business today? We've gone through a very difficult last 4 to 5 months, and we don't know how long that's going to go on for. So we need to be thinking differently. We need to be thinking more strategically. We need to be looking at collaboration partners and all of these other opportunities that may well be out there. So today, the only thought I would like you to think about, possibly over the weekend or through the rest of today, is what are you doing to prevent your business from growing? Thanks very much. I look forward to hearing your comments. And by all means, get in touch with me, drop me a message below or send me a message directly. I'd love to hear from you and see what I may be able to do to help you move yourself forward. Thanks very much for listening and watching, and wish you all the best. Thank you. Bye-bye.